Okay, we're recording there as well too. So, Eric,
Raiden.
we're we're almost at 2026.
A year in review.
Yeah. Should you start your morning off with a cigarette? I don't know if you should, but I do.
Dap-a-doo, two white guys in a wheelchair.
Year in review.
2025. Holy shit.
What'd you think of your 2025?
What'd you think? It was good. Good for the most part, I would say.
Hmm.
I mean, being stuck in bed for, several weeks on end isn't fun. But on the whole, I think 2025 was a positive year.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest wins you're taking out of this year?
Oh, biggest wins. Well, I am very happy with the progress we've made in regards to the pod. I think we've been quite active and at either reaching out, coordination with ourselves. I think we've taken a step forward. So that for me is pretty big. That would be a big accomplishment of the year.
I would second that.
What about you?
I've gotten into writing and journaling and blogging.
Your blog is consistent.
Yeah, and it's kind of strange because I've never been the artistic type
Nor I.
growing up. I think there was always a bit of I think I always like it and I like doing creative artistic things, but I always felt like I don't know if it was I think it was just maybe a societal pressure. I don't think it was societal pressure. I think an internal pressure for myself.
Man yourself.
Yeah, I had to be focused on science, math, and make money, make a lot of money. And yeah, over this year, I've really leaned into not, and there's most of the time I was still worrying about this, but worrying about doing that and like trying to be this provider type guy or having my life together and leaning into being like, okay, what do I want to do today? What kind of creative thing can I put out there that
Can meet
can meet that feeling that I don't know exactly the words for it. I think that's as well too. It's like
an accomplishment and gratification.
yeah, and also still feel because I think for me it's like for like my 20s, I felt like, and even like before my 20s, it was like, oh, in order to be successful, in order to be
The typical patriarch.
yeah, I have to
The
get a good job and make money or start a business, but make money. That's the most important thing. And I've just found such little success trying to strive and do that.
yeah.
And it's made me feel like just really, I don't know, it's just made me like question my identity in a lot of ways. And yeah, so I think I've just like been practicing or experimenting, not being that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open to other
routes. Exactly.
to the destination.
Yeah, because it feels like I was going that way and I was hitting my head against a wall and I wasn't getting anywhere. And I feel like this year for me has been kind of relaxing into it and being okay with not seeing results and not really pushing for defined results either.
Yeah.
But just kind of, I think, having more faith in myself and my skills and what I can accomplish. And I think I think I did that well at points, and I think I did that poorly at points. But for the most part, I think this year was me becoming more comfortable with the idea of me pursuing that.
I would second that as well. And I've got the vibe and the sense from your, whether it be general performance or demeanor, that there's been like an uptick in not to say that there was a downtick or anything before, but definitely like an XP boost,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool that you're saying that. I appreciate you saying that. That's a nice thing to say.
You can be the master of your fate, you can be the captain of your soul. But if you have to realize that life is coming from you and not at you, and that takes time. Timothy Chalamet.
Fuck yeah. Timothy Chalamet. I'm going to see
Barney Supreme.
I'm going to go see Barney Supreme because of Timothy Chalamet. Because I like that quote, and I really liked his Zoom meeting, like creative thing that they did to promote it. I thought that was so hilarious.
I haven't seen that, but I've heard about it.
We'll watch it after.
Okay.
You'll like it.
He's so cool. I think he's the next Leonardo DiCaprio, but
yeah,
we can get on that another time.
Yeah, good looking, extreme acting range.
Very, very talented young man.
Very talented.
He's our age.
Yeah. Oh, really? 96?
It's weird when people in positions of like uber fame or very, powerful people are like our age. Because it's like, fuck, I could have been playing kickball at recess with this guy. What the fuck?
Yeah. It is.
It's just kind of, it's cool for reference.
Yeah.
But it's also like, take it with a grain of salt. Because we can't all be.
As for me, it's like, even like the people who I'm really impressed with doing stuff like that, this is who I've met anecdotally, so it's not everyone. But, I don't know. I think like our generation's kind of like, I was gonna say the word fucked up, but
well, that too.
I wouldn't say fucked up. I would just say like each person is struggling with something different, and I haven't really met anyone who's not struggling with anything. So I always kind of take that into account, especially when I see like someone who's really skilled and talented. I think the first thing that I get is like envy. It's like, oh man, it'd be awesome.
I think that's like a natural response too, right?
It's just like, oh man, I wish I was powerful and famous. But then I'm also like, oh well, they're also really skilled at doing that. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
And they probably have some other shit that I don't know about that they struggle with.
Everybody's got problems.
Everybody's got problems. Everybody's got problems. I like that. Yeah. So I don't know. That was just something I thought about.
No, it's a good point to make. So yeah, okay. So those are two things that have, for you and I, that 2025 has provided us. What are you? Okay, my turn for a question. What would you say you're most looking forward to in 2026? Whether it be a trip, an event, a time of year, something you got marked down as a growth thing, whether personally or internally, externally, whatever it is. What do you think it is?
For me, I think continuing to work on my blog.
Love the blog.
One, I really like that it cost me zero money to do, and it just requires me to sit down and write, which I can do. And I find it really reflective and kind of healthy.
I don't think you know how brave that is. Because it's very, I think most people would not put themselves out there like that. So I think that's a super cool thing to do.
Thank you. Yeah, it's, there's moments where I'd like post something and then I'm like, nope, taking it back. But then I'm like, I build up the courage or get up to a place where I'm like, okay, I'll put it back.
I'm standing on business.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. It's been an interesting experiment to do with myself, like putting myself, like it's truly putting myself in an uncomfortable position.
Oh yeah.
And it's been fun. I hit 51 posts. The last post was 51. The one, and 58.
When did you start again?
March of this year, and I found it because I was going through. There's this forum on called Hacker News, and it's like a lot of it's run by Y Combinator, which is like a big like startup incubator.
Okay.
It's kind of like the original startup incubator. And so there's a lot of tech news, and I don't know. I think like they talk about fidelity of information, and so it's like high fidelity information is information that's really close to the truth,
Oh, okay.
and low fidelity information is just like kind of like your typical fake
Hard to-
news or
Hard to
spin propaganda.
fact check.
Yeah, just like low quality information.
Yeah.
And for me, I find that this Hacker News has, it's not perfect, but it has like on average higher fidelity information than even like I think since Reddit became like a public company. I think any public company, because their main allegiance is to shareholders, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It just like if the point of the platform is truth, it will deviate from that if it's a
Nothing
public
is
company,
completely
because it kind of has to by law.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, oh, okay, it's a public company, and
no public company is completely like untouched. by-
yeah, and also like
People.
truth is valuable, and so it's like, okay, put a paywall in between truth and people and the truth, because we can charge rent on that. So I think that's kind of an unfortunate thing, but it also just kind of is what it is. Our fridge is talking to us.
Yeah,
Mini
the
fridge
fridge
is
is
talking
trying
to
to
us.
communicate.
You kind of pitch in. It has something to say.
Yeah. I think.
And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to. I think we had.
I'm excited to see where that goes.
Me too. I'm excited to work more on this podcast. I'm excited that I don't know if I want to talk about what we're trying to accomplish, but I don't want to make fun.
We don't want to make any promises we can't make.
Yeah, but I had a lot of excitement from our kind of meeting about our kind of goal setting meeting.
I think I
Was that earlier this week or last week?
was this week.
That was this week. Yeah, earlier this week. That made me excited.
I concur.
Yeah, so that was something to look forward
Well,
to.
I feel like in terms of the pod, we have kind of come or gotten to a point where functionally, what for the pod in general, I think it's become more efficient,
I agree.
which has given us a bit more room to think. Where can we expand? Where can we grow? How do we do this? How do we do that?
Yeah.
So, and a lot of steps have obviously been taken, as I said before. But
Yeah, a lot of steps forward, quite a few steps back as well.
it's a dance.
It is a dance.
It's the podcast tango.
Yeah, it is the podcast tango. That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah. So, but we're learning, and that's that's fucking life, man. So, but yeah, I'm very excited for 2026. I think the pod will take a lot of new steps. There's a lot of life shit happening in 2026. Sorry, guys.
Callers, like I said in the last podcast, please wait for us to tell you when to call in.
Yep, exactly.
You will be notified.
Put that do not disturb. Say, sorry, can't talk right now. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're good.
Nice.
Yeah, 2020. Life is going to be nuts in 2026. Not due to, I don't think the world's going to end, but there's a lot of really cool stuff happening.
Tell me
So
about
I'm going to start a list. So we have FIFA World Cup.
it. Boom.
Before that, we have Olympics, I'm pretty sure.
In February.
February. Obviously, World Juniors, it starts Boxing Day on TSN. So tune in. Watch Canada win gold. And then the amount of movies and TV shows coming out is bonkers. Yeah, we have. Okay, we'll start
Maybe
with.
so. Yeah.
We'll start with the Steven Spielberg Alien movie, The Odyssey, the David Fincher film. Denis Villeneuve is coming out with a movie, Doom Part 3, Avengers Doomsday, House of the Dragon, Night of the Seven Kings. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming up.
Nice.
That's just a taste.
Nice. Are these all COVID backlogs that are coming out?
I think
Or
it's
this
a good
is
chunk of them are.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was COVID and then the strikes that really held things up in Hollywood for
Yeah.
a while. It was kind of a back-to-back thing. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the Netflix Warner Bros. Merger?
What are my thoughts on that?
Do you think it's good for society if there's a monopoly-like company?
No, I don't think monopolies are good, and I think that who is it? I think it's the trade commission. They call it something. I can't remember what they call it in the States, and I can't remember. I knew what it was like yesterday, but I forget what it is. But essentially, the department or the leader who is in charge of breaking up monopolies in the past, I don't know, 10 years has done a horrible job. And I think, I think that's just come home to roost. And I think that's why you're seeing like a lot of prices go up. And it's super annoying and makes me kind of frustrated and angry. But that's my thoughts on that.
There's been quite a large uptick in like consolidation across
Big time.
multiple
All
industries.
industries. Yeah.
So that's something to keep an eye on, folks. Make your voice heard if you have an opinion.
Yep.
We'll help.
Well, yeah. Talk to your MP.
Yep.
Or your congressperson. Let them know.
Yeah. However you do it, where you are, do it.
Yeah. Say, I'm sick of this shit. The rent is too damn high. Do you remember that guy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
The rent is too damn high.
That needs to come back.
Yeah. In full swing. Yeah.
But yeah, I
If we
think
start a party, that's what we call it. The rent is too damn high party.
well, that's what he did, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
That is what he did.
So maybe we'll
follow in his footsteps.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how political we get this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get ready, folks.
Get ready, folks.
Buckle your boots.
Yeah.
But no, I think 26 will be a good year. And we turned 30, which is wild.
Big time.
A big 3-0.
I'm excited.
Do you feel like a more premium adult? Like, well,
I think
I'll ask you in April.
Yeah. I think right as of right now, in some ways yes, in some ways no.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I feel like I have more of a adultish comportment to myself.
Yeah.
In different situations. But I also think the dumbest shit, like the most childish stuff on Instagram is like hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm not a premium adult yet, I'm a mid-tier.
Okay. You're still growing.
My mom's like a premium adult. I don't imagine your parents are.
Yeah.
You know, they got the 5-star level.
Yeah. I think I've just like realized that like life is I think just like life is a trip. I think you get better, but I think you're always getting better, but in some ways
always learning.
Yeah, but there's ways that you can like
fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can get trapped in thought patterns, routines, just ways of life that take you backwards rather than forwards.
What are some ideas that? What are some things that? Here, let me phrase this question. What are some things a elder or a more senior adult than I or you could do to bring him back a few steps? I know it's a very broad and general question, but what do you think is a common misstep for adults? I think that's a better question.
What I've noticed is ignoring your spiritual life.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of it's kind of like what you when you're interacting with someone and they're older than you and you're talking with them and you're like, I think this person missed it. Yeah, and you like can see that
people get caught up in the physical and the here and now,
which is important, and it's like
it's a huge factor that you can take into consideration.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, it's like money's not everything, but it is a big thing.
I think it's very, very important to be connected with yourself.
Yes,
on a spiritual fundamental level.
Yeah,
I think it's important to kind of know, maybe not know, but to think who you are, what you've done, how you've done it.
Yeah.
And what does that mean in a more macro scale?
Yeah.
In a more nuanced way.
And I think that's a really uncomfortable question.
And I feel uncomfortable saying it. Yeah. Not really, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, especially if you haven't asked yourself that before.
Yeah.
I think that can
It
freak
could
a lot of
be-
people out.
I think it might seem daunting.
Because what if
for
you
a
don't
lot of
like
people.
the answer?
Yeah.
Like if you're honest with yourself, you probably won't like the answer, because that's the point of the answer, or the point of the question is to make you think about that and say, how can I do that better?
Yeah.
And yeah, there's typically always a way.
I think that's the right way to look at it, because I know for a fact that thinking about that question, I don't like the answer all the time.
Sometimes I fucking hate the answer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I think that means that, like, if you think you're a horrible, terrible person and that you've done this, and that, and you're actively thinking that, you're not actively, but
I think it's a good
thought,
sign.
I think it's a good sign, because it shows, it's evidence that you have perspective.
Yeah. It's evidence that, like, somewhere in there, that's a value of yours.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, I want to do my best and try my hardest and be honest about how I
Big time.
live life
Big time.
and how I deal with relationships and people and situations.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's definitely would be something that's uncomfortable for people. But I do think the more people that do that, the easier and better.
Yeah, I think I think life becomes more fulfilling that way, when you're asking yourself that question.
Yeah.
Because then you kind of, it lets you curate what you want in your life a little bit. But yeah, I think it helps you become a better curator of things and experiences. So instead of like just rushing from one place to one place, or trying to get as much as you can so that you can finally rest, it's like more so you become a better surfer of life.
Yeah.
Like you surf the waves a little bit better. And it's much, it's easier said than to actually do.
I think
it's actually very hard to do.
I think being present is so important
and so hard
and very difficult.
Yeah.
Extremely difficult. But like, I had a very hard time with that for a long time, just being like in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people do, but it's okay to realize that and try and get better.
Yeah, I think that's a big that's a piece of advice I got quite a few years ago, is to be gentle with yourself.
Yeah, that's a good.
Because I think for most of my definitely my teens and my like early 20s was like, if I did something wrong or something that didn't reflect with my values, or like the inner dialogue would be like, oh, you're a fucking idiot, you're like, what the fuck are you doing, like that's not you, and it would be so judgmental, and it would just be painful, right? Where it's just like, imagine like someone saying that to you, like to your face, but like for every decision you make. Well, yeah. So that's what I felt like I was dealing with. And then when I got that advice of like it's the practice of self-compassion, and being like, okay, you're just like a little boy. That's like your little boy. That's little Raiden inside of you, trying to survive. And you don't talk to like a little kid like that.
No.
Or at least if you want to be effective, you don't talk to a little kid like that. You say, hey, it's going to be okay. And you screwed up, but you have a lot of skills and you can use them to make things better.
Yeah.
And that's been a very challenging thing for me to get to, but I find that I talk to myself that way more, like the majority of the time now. And it's just like life is just more peaceful.
No, I respect that a lot. Yeah, because like I think it's so fucking shitty if someone or a person, I guess it's the same thing, use your like, try not to judge people on their worst mistakes. I think is a big thing, because if you were to boil someone's life down to like a moment or an instance where they make whether it's a small mistake or a life-altering mistake, to throw that in someone's face, I don't respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that there's this line I heard from a TV show. I can't remember which show, but it's the thought of being a good person that keeps me trying to be one. And I think that rings true to a lot of people, because it's like a lot of people just want to be happy at the end of the day and be content.
Yeah.
And I think trying to, do that for whatever reason it may be, to be honest, I think it's more whatever. I don't know. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think it's whatever works for you, whoever they are,
Yeah.
whoever is.
Yeah.
It's just it's very complicated.
It's complicated because you say that, and then at the same time you're like, well, what if you're a serial killer? Or it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
like,
think there are.
don't kill anyone. Try not to hurt people.
Try and be an objectively
good person.
good person with
Yeah.
obviously nuance and perspective. But
I love that. I think it's like
things you can be critical of.
yeah. Well, it's like I find that like good person, right? It's like be an objective good person, and it's like oxymoronic, right? Because good is a subjective word.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's I find the language so funny, but that's like this idea of like remember we're talking about dialectical behavior therapy, but like dialectic means two seemingly opposite things that are both true.
Like quantum mechanics and
I think a better thing would be like
quantum mechanics and relativity.
more like I love you but I hate you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, more like that, where it's like both are true right now. It's like think of a parent that just maybe did something like really awful or mean or something that you perceive that way. And then you're like, oh, I love you because you're my parent,
It's
but
like
I fucking hate what you just did.
Like dark humor. Would that kind of fall in line?
I think,
It's objectively something terrible.
it's terrible, but it's funny. Yeah, I think that would be along the lines of dialectics. Yeah,
The peer
the
review.
realm of dialectics. trying to think of what's another good example of a dialectic.
Yeah, I never heard that word until.
Oh, like wanting to get fit but not working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a good one. It's like, oh, I want this really much, but I also don't want to fucking do any workouts. Yeah, so that's like I think that's a good dialectic. Or like wanting a better relationship but not putting any work into it.
Yeah. You're like, oh, why does this suck? It's like, well, you're not doing it.
Yeah, yeah,
That can apply to love.
yeah. I think I'm doing justice of the term, but those in the audience who are listening, let me know in the comments if I'm fucking that up.
There's a typo there.
Misrepresentation.
Misdefinition.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, language is really funny like that.
It is funny.
Yeah, and I think, but it's also I think really powerful. My one friend brought this up in a conversation recently. It might have been last month. I was talking to him, and he's talking about like, don't you find it interesting that the language could be English? Like we were talking about English in this state cases, like it's kind of like magic spells.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like magic.
Yeah.
So people who are really good and have a really solid grasp of the English language, it's like you can summon things.
Yeah.
Like an example would be like you can ask someone to get something for you. It's just like, oh, hey, can you pass me that thing over there? It's like, well, it's kind of like I just did a spell. And then it's like, and then you think about it, it's like that's how the pyramids like. So it's like there's a combination of moving, but it's like it's also like talking with people. And if you're able to express your points well enough, you can get people. You can just like you can manifest things into the world.
That's interesting. That's really neat. Because like what I tend to think about when it comes to language is like where we've gotten to from where we started. Because I think it's a topic like, let's say physics, for example. The language is so dense and detailed and sophisticated that like it's like how the fuck did we even get here from like 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago?
Yeah.
I find that fascinating.
Just
the progression of intellect.
Yeah. I haven't really thought about it that way. I usually, in those ways, I'm more jaded. Like when I hear like jargony, people speaking jargon, I usually think maybe it's not the person who did it, but it's like it's like groupthink in action, where it's like, let's make a topic more complicated than like physics is complicated, but it could be for anything. It's like, let's make a topic and we'll invent words to make it inaccessible for people to convolute or to just so that we become important because we know what the words are.
I know finance does that a ton.
Big time. Lots of same with like engineers do it. Finance for sure.
I know the medical industry does.
Medical does it big time. Yeah, consulting. It's like consulting.
Yeah.
It's really like did you ever watch or listen to 1984, George Orwell?
No.
You should watch it, man. You'd like it. And it's all about he has this term and it's called doublespeak. And it's like it's saying something but actually meaning the opposite. It means it's like, oh, we're looking into that, but that means we're not.
That's interesting.
Yeah, there's lots of
George Orwell, 1984.
Yeah, and it's about essentially weaponizing the language so that you can kind of do whatever you want. So you can like when someone brings up like an objection, you have a language where you can handle the objection, but it calms the person down enough or enough people down enough to not have to do anything, or to just keep doing what you want to do.
Wow.
This guy Noam Chomsky.
Oh,
you know him, right?
I don't know.
So he's a I think it's a linguist is what you call them, but that's like he studies that the use of like how humans use language, and it can be for really effective things.
Was he a philosopher as well?
I think so.
Does he just have a bunch of good quotes?
Oh, do you know what's actually?
Don't know a lot.
Let's try this. Okay, so we're still nice. We're still recording.
Still recording.
We have a computer in front of us.
Okay,
so we can be our own Jamie. Nice.
This is cool.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try this. Last Friday. Okay. Tell me about what's his name? No, Chomsky. I definitely spelled that wrong. I don't think there's a P in it. Chomp.
No,
Chomsky.
No, Chomsky.
All right, boss. Linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, and political activist.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Critic of power, propaganda, and empire. Revolutionary language scientist. Yeah. So I find language really interesting, just because it's like it kind of it relates to this term. Like remember in English class, I don't know if it was grade 10 or grade 11, but they talk about rhetoric, forms of rhetoric.
Yep.
You have like that ethos, pathos, logos. It really comes down to that, and that's like kind of like rhetoric is kind of like it's like it's like literary weapons, and it's like how to control people with words.
Yeah.
And it's not just
it's not far off from propaganda.
Well, I think like propaganda, like propagandists are users of rhetoric
of a certain
So that's like in their arsenal, like different like I think they call them metrics or rhetoric metrics. I don't know what they call them, but these different strategies in the language, they can be used to like lull people into different emotional states to get something out of them. And I find that I find that stuff super interesting. Yeah. So
it's fascinating stuff, and it's interesting to see how it's been deployed.
Yeah, big time. Because I think, at least for me, what I've noticed is like, okay, I catch on to either something on social media or some sort of phrase that's being repeated. But that's a great. That is a good example of like that's a meme. Like memetics is like I think a part of rhetoric, and so I find that it's interesting. But it's not even that. It's like you could have like political terms. You could have like beliefs about someone or a certain person, and then just like noticing that in like people who you just interact with. Yeah. So it's like the power of like this like media shaping like narrative, like these narratives that enter in, and then you hear it from someone that you wouldn't expect to hear it from, and then it's like you're just noticing that, you're like, oh, interesting. I don't know. I find that stuff interesting.
It is, and I think it's important to know, or to learn about at least, and so maybe not important. Well,
it's so you can protect yourself from it.
Yeah, and just to be aware of what's actually being said to you in whatever.
Big time. Because I think in other cases, sometimes I find myself saying it.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, I say something, it's just like, why do I think that?
To think that we haven't been.
We are the most advertised / propagandized generation in history.
I believe it.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy. So it's like,
I'm trying to think of like an old piece of prop. You know what is a terrifying one? Is during World War II at Dunkirk, when the English and French soldiers were kind of pinned down on the beaches, the German Luftwaffe would drop these flyers saying like, you're surrounded, you're fucked. basically on these flyers in English.
Yeah.
Could have been German. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. But like, yeah, to like freak out.
To scare them.
Yeah.
And kind of, the psychological aspect of war.
Yeah. Which is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the morale thing. Yeah, it's super. I find that stuff super interesting.
I think what's nuts about today and now is how many points of origin there are for different types.
Yeah.
And on our phone, how many data points are we getting information from? It's endless.
Yeah. So many, man. Yeah, like
Not that that's.
I think I wrote something about that where it's just like, I fundamentally think that we're kind of living a weird. I think that really in a night like I recently came across this term. It's like your ought to self, and it's like this. It's I don't have a full understanding it, but it's like a person's where the world should be like this, not like it is kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where that feeling comes from, where that desire, or where even that, like the belief of what it should look like is. But for me, that ought to is, I think really the individual should have more information on companies and governments than the government and company has on individuals.
100%.
And we live on the flip of that.
It's a flip on its head.
And it's like kind of in a crazy way, right? Like,
well, yeah, and I think we're in such a transformative yet transitional period in society, and especially in technology.
Yeah.
AI. We're literally using it right now.
Yeah. And it's like I'm not saying like I love this stuff. Like I think yesterday we were talking and it's just like, man, I'm so happy I live in the time of ChatGPT.
Well, think about, for example, this is more so, but like someone in my position,
big time.
50, 60 years ago, you would be fucked.
Yeah.
With a capital F.
Yeah.
And
yeah, they might kill you. Remember in Smart?
Yeah.
Remember in 300?
Yeah.
You throw the people off the throw the babies off the cliff.
As a baby, and if you're not fucking off
actually,
the checklist.
Same for me. Like I was born with club feet.
Yeah.
Same with me. I would have been thrown off the cliff in 300. Yeah.
Wild. A lot of us. Just got orange. Bye. But yeah, like it. I think it's important to realize, because not the part of me, but in terms of the transformative aspect to it, we're in a time where things are changing at exponential rate across industries and areas, right? And I think it's very important to know where we come from and how we came from everything.
Yeah.
To know where we should, as a kind of North Star. Because I think, but to get too far ahead of ourselves and to bite off more than we can chew as a species, I think we've seen all the movies. I don't want to get fucking Skyneted.
Me neither.
So we're far away from that. But there's obviously a ton of real issues that we need to be cognizant of.
Big time, man. And man, I can't remember where I saw it, but it was like I've noticed, this is actually something I've noticed this year, is losing context with people. But with people you're close to.
Yeah, like within just a fucking conversation.
Yeah. Like losing okay,
context or perspective?
Context, where it's just like when you're talking with like someone, maybe you haven't talked with them for a while.
Yep.
But then you start talking about it and just like realizing that their life is so much different than they were when you guys were like growing up. This is mostly with people who I was growing up with.
Yeah, no. Well, fuck, life happens and it hits you fast.
Yeah, big time. And that's what I've been.
I was thinking more of like on a social kind of discourse.
Okay.
Sort of perspective.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone comes at things with their own preconceptions and notions.
Yeah.
But then no one takes account of the full picture.
So,
because a lot of people just want to be right, unfortunately.
Huge.
Not everyone, not most people, but a lot of people have their lap. So I think that's an issue. But what were you going to say?
I do think that relates to what I was getting at as well, too.
Yeah.
It's more so like, sometimes I find it really hard to like agree on what history was, so that we can come together and like find a middle ground on something.
Well, that's what's scary.
It's just like
it seems like everything is debatable now.
Yeah, it's just like what actually happened. It's like, okay, this other person who I'm trying to like work with, or either work, reason, or just like build a relationship with.
Yeah, build a rapport.
Yeah, and then it's just like it's like the way that I view the world is so much like, it's like we live in different planets.
Yeah.
Almost. And it's like, it's not that it's your planet is bad, mine is good. It's just like, man, it's really hard to like find common ground with you right now.
Common ground seems to be a extremely more hard to get to place than it had been in the past.
Yeah. And like for me, I've been noticing with I think my parents big time. Like older generation things, just because I'm like, just like what matters. I think what matters like fundamentally is the same. Like your kind of hierarchy of needs. Yeah. Like your food, water, food, water, shelter, safety. What are the other ones? I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I don't know. It goes up all the way to like your higher,
your needs and wants.
Yeah, but like those are fundamentally the same. However, how you get to them is way different. And I think, I don't know, maybe I just think about it too much and I'm just like kind of getting lost in
which too much exactly.
Just like I guess just like the nature of work and money and survival.
Well,
it's like, sorry, go ahead.
Nope, sorry, you finish.
I was just gonna say like
sorry, I'm tilting off, by the way.
Maybe that's kind of what I mean about losing context as well too, where it's just like I find that each person is like their context of like how they need to live is so different.
Well, it's a preconceived architecture, right?
I guess so. Yeah. In what way?
Societally, and I think even maybe not personally, but within the family unit.
Yeah.
There's goals and expectations.
Yes. That you get shaped by growing up.
But they get shaped by, and that's a societal thing, and that's also a family thing, and it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
So makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. Because I think I've been wanting more like quote unquote traditions, but I don't know.
Well, there's a comfortableness.
Yeah, and I think that gives like I think why I'm craving traditions is because I want a shared history with people that maybe I once had that made us feel closer. That is like I'm finding it's really since I left university that it's like that like
camaraderie,
it's camaraderie or just like this shared history. It's like the idea of a shared history where it's like that person,
like a collective partnership.
Yeah.
People or care about have been through with you.
Yeah, exactly. And they share kind of similar context, like what's going on with me. And I find, and I don't know if that's just an individual thing that I'm experiencing, or if that's like other people are experiencing that.
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that one, but I do think that there is a yearning and also a need for a connection to our past.
Yeah.
And our history. And I think a lot of people feel that way. What the reasons may be, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know I feel that way. Like I talked to my grandma and she has these family trees that are like literal stitched trees that she had framed.
Yeah.
That have like every branch of the family.
That's cool.
And it's really cool. And I just like asking them about our family history and
me too.
I find where we come from and what their parents and grandparents were like and how they grew up. Because my grandpa and grandma were both born 1941. And it's like the vast knowledge and just things that they've seen and been through. Like the other day I was like, hey, do you guys remember the Challenger shuttle? And grandpa from the background was like, the one that exploded? And I was like, yeah. And not that that's funny or anything, but I watched a documentary on it and came to mind. But it's cool to be able to ask them, like, what was it like watching OJ on TV?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Not all these examples haven't been exactly positive.
Yeah. But it's
like what was the Olympics like when it was here in Calgary?
But the world was totally different.
It was completely different.
Like how you got information was different. and it's like you're like the emotions that someone feels are not that different. It's like you're still a human, but the way that you interact with the world is totally different.
Yeah. And I think I do think some of the emotions are
different.
I would think about a girl in fucking high school, and there might have been. What I was gonna say, there's always been societal pressures, but I think a lot of this shit has been 10x by social media, fucking celebrities that look insane, and just the expectation
I think
have gone up. I think.
I think for sure for women and young women, but I think for men as well too.
Yeah,
I think it's like literally
men as well for sure.
And then it's like I think that's like a 10x thing as well too. Is like the battle of the sexes right now. I think that's gotten worse. Like even like people, like if you talk to people who are older, they'll say it's kind of crazy as well too. Or at least that's what I've heard people say. It's like, oh, that's an insane way or an insane thing that everyone's dealing with.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah, it's
been a weird year.
It has been a weird year. I think
lots happened.
Yeah, a ton. Yeah,
but
I guess that's kind of life. I guess
that's kind of every year.
Yeah,
but it is cool to take note and to take stock.
Yeah,
every year.
What are your predictions for 2026?
Fuck. Okay. Predictions for 2026. Canada will win gold medal at the Olympics for hockey. Nice. I'm going to be very happy with a lot of the entertainment that's coming out. I do think that I don't want to make any serious predictions because some of them I don't want to come true. But I think our pod will take a big step, and I think our listeners, our loyal listeners, you guys are the best, will be happy and impressed with the steps that we're about to make. I'm not going to give anything specific, but it'll be a positive uptake. And I think that on a personal level, I'm going to be a bit more responsible and make some good New Year's resolutions that'll hopefully come to fruition. So, what about you?
I think I am predictions for 2026. I think life will continue to be get more strange, for sure.
Yep.
I predict that. I also think that I'm working on my weirdness toleration skills. So I think I'm going to be better equipped for the weirdness.
Weirdness toleration? Can you give an example?
Weird political stuff.
That's always been. Yeah. But that is a good answer. That is a difficult thing to navigate everywhere.
Yeah, I think weird political stuff, but then also like weird cultural stuff I think will happen as well too.
There's so many weird fucking things happening.
Yeah. So I expect that to happen. I expect that I started saying this last year, but I'm bullish on church. And I don't know if it's going to be religion or what, but I think people are going to get more spiritual because
I think that's a good thing.
Because I think life is like these weird, huge societal things are not coming to a head, but I don't know.
It's pushing people in a direction.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that will get. I think these people seeking community ties, I think will get bigger. And what else do I think? I think life will also be in many ways. I think also 2026 will in many ways be like 2025. In most ways, I think 2026 is going to be like 2025. But and also totally different at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like I love this is one of my favorite kind of life weird things was when the US, you remember the US went out of Afghanistan. It was like this big thing. They flew away. There was people trying to get on the plane.
2021.
So kind of a year after that, there's this guy who I follow on YouTube. I think it's like something Britannica but it's like a guy, and he's a British guy, and he goes and travels, and it's like a travel YouTuber guy.
Yeah. But
he goes to like weird places, and he's kind of has like this like kind of he's got kind of like this colonial attitude a little bit. So he's like, yeah, he's an interesting character,
Spicy.
a little spicy for sure. But he goes to this, and so in this one, about a year, maybe a year and a half after that, he goes to Afghanistan, and he's vlogging, and he's kind of showing Afghanistan and stuff, and he's showing everything, and then he shows, but fundamentally it's like people are still have a day-to-day thing. They go to a market, they're buying and selling, and there's still normal life going on. Sure, there's now Taliban guys who are at the street, and I'm sure there's probably a lot of like not great things happening, but fundamentally it's like I don't know, it was not a crazy, not like
collapse.
Yeah,
that
kind of thing. It's like
thought.
Yeah. And then the top comment on the YouTube thing it's like, it just goes to show that no matter what, life goes on.
Yeah. Well, it's true.
And that's, yeah. So I think life will go on. Yeah. I'm hopeful about life going on. And if,
yeah, me too. I hope so.
Yeah. If it doesn't,
what would you do? Let's say there was like, God, this is a dark question. You got like half an hour. There's like a meteor coming for Earth.
Half an hour to live?
Yeah.
You
know what? Hold that thought. We'll return to that at the end of the pod.
Nice.
Think about your answer though.
Okay.
I have to think about it for a bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, life will go on, and we keep trying our best every day.
Do you know what I was thinking?
What?
Why don't we answer that question in the next pod?
That's actually a good answer.
So okay, so the question is, if you had 30 minutes,
or let's give it a bit more, 30 minutes.
An hour? A day?
Say a day.
Okay.
A day is fair. We wouldn't know about it fucking only 30 minutes before.
Right.
You go watch a show.
Depends what
episode of Rick and Morty. You look up, the sky's fucking black with a meteor in front of the sun. Yeah. That would suck.
I'd be curious. Yeah, that'd be kind of. What was I gonna say about that? Yeah, I was just gonna say it. Yeah, kind of depends what apocalyptic movie we're in. Yeah.
Zombies, I am fucked.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We did talk about that.
I think that'd be a good one. Like, remember Hobo with a Shotgun?
I think we've talked about this a few times. No, I don't. Yes, I do remember Hobo with a Shotgun.
I think that'd be an interesting movie idea. Is like, it'd be like Eric with a shotgun, and then it's like you surviving the zombie apocalypse in your wheelchair, and like how that would.
That's hilarious.
But it's just like it's kind of like you're John Wick at the same time. Like that I would be like, the framing would be like,
yeah,
you would be like kind of like this mythical, like warrior
X
kind
level.
Of guy.
Yeah. I think that's hilarious. So there's
that's what I
what was I gonna say? No, continue.
I was just gonna say that's what I would do. If I knew the world was coming to it, and I try and produce that. But no, I don't think I'd have enough time.
I was watching Red Dawn.
Oh yeah.
You know Red Dawn?
The 80s one or the newer one?
The newer one.
That's
Hemsworth.
Okay, yeah.
When the career tried, I don't know.
Yeah, someone
they come to invade the United States.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. But apparently it's impossible.
That's what they say. Or is that propaganda? They're just trying
to make believe it. They have two huge moats.
This is true.
They have the country of Canada north. Like, I just don't think they can do it.
Yeah.
Anymore. But I don't know. What the fuck do I know?
Yeah. We'll see in 2026.
Yeah.
Let's see if it happens.
Well, there's the whole China-Taiwan thing.
Yeah.
Which could come to a head.
That could get funky.
That would be very funky.
Yeah.
And
my wish, I think, is that, and for 2026, not a prediction, but a wish, a hope, is that there's better leadership. And not necessarily like better like political leadership, just like, I don't know, more people stepping up and
cultural.
Yeah, and I think
and leaders of industry.
It could be anyone. I think just like people standing up to do the right thing.
Doing their own part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Because I think
it
it's
used
like
to really be like that too. So hopefully there's a correction that kind of swings back.
Yeah, and I think that starts with, at the end of the day, right? It starts with you. So I think maybe that's something. Maybe that's something I'll work on this year. Doing the right thing more, even when it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Not an easy thing. Yeah. It's easy, but it depends. It depends what it is.
Depends.
Yeah, because it's like it could be the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Or it could be kind of really, really tough.
Yeah.
It depends. But I think
if I was to like
making the choice to do the right thing.
eating less carbs or something like that. It's like sorry, but holy shit, do I like carbs?
Oh yeah.
Like, there is a right answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But can you get there? Yes, I can, reluctantly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that sort of thing. Or there's like confess to a murder.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do. Well, you do. Not that we've known anyone that is.
Yeah, I don't think
anyone.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Not close with anyone, at least. Yeah.
Oh, we know of.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But we'll give you a shout out next month.
Yeah, we'll talk about that at a later date.
Yeah.
I don't know, stuff like that. Anyways, I think it's a natural place to end it. Yeah.
Bang up spot to end it.
So,
guys, let's can we see the screen before we end it? There we are.
there you go.
Cool.
5 minutes.
Well, ladies and germs, thank you for listening, as always.
Love you guys. Talk later. Bye-bye.
How to fill the void in your heart without drugs or alcohol or denying your emotions.
Dap-a-doo, two white guys in a wheelchair.